So that's Adak, and that's Bering, Vitus Bering. That's Attu Islands, and I think we have no, from there to there was no islands, I think. That's the westernmost point. And then you got, that's Russia. Then Kamchatka Islands. That's the Kuril Islands down to Japan. Part of this Ring of Fire. That's Hokkaido Big Islands. That's Russia again. That's Russia. That's kind of island in Russia. I don't know the name of this island. And that's Japan, so Russia, you can actually look from there, they're so close border. The Russia and Japan, but this property that in old days this was a Japanese island, like this one, the Kuril Island, that was part of the Japan many hundred of years. But after the Second World War, Russia took it. So all this is Russia. This is Russian island. They even found these small buildings. Small Russian have some buildings there. Yes, no, I cannot find it. There have something here, but there's no roof. But something have been here. But that's Russia, this is Japan. That's Hokkaido. That's Tokyo. That's like, I don't remember how many millions. I've been reading about this in now I'm going to sneezing. I'm reading about this on Wikipedia. So we've got the airport there. The Haneda Airport there. Haneda Airport. And got another big, that's the yes, Tokyo. But we're not going, we're looking the Kuril Islands. So you can walk here, this tiny road. Is they using this this kind of small cars they're using, because they got some narrow streets, they have some special cars in Japan. Very narrow cars they use to drive inside cities. Of course, you can see how narrow the tiny road is. So they have some special small tiny, special, very small, narrow cars they are using in Japan. I think we got one there, like this one. Some tiny, tiny vans. You can see that's very like, I don't know, one few like 5 feet, 5 or 6 feet wide, like 5 or 6 feet. They're very small cars. But this housing, because it's so expensive, a house could cost like more than $1 million. Just a tiny house like this cost a lot of money. They're living some tiny, that's a house like in 2 floors. Could be the parking, and then they're living, because it's so expensive in Tokyo. Cost a lot of money. So actually that's just the people who have a lot of money can afford to buy a house like this. Or like this. See how small this car is. This very narrow cars. Like this one. I cannot read Japanese. I think it says something parking not legal. It says no parking or something. And this is you can only park something. The small park. No, that's a small playground benches. Could be a public bathroom. But that's very clean in Japan and Tokyo. That's clean everywhere. So that's very rare to see this dirt. That's very rare to see dirt. No, could be signed. That's the waste. They're putting the waste here. No, they're not put garbage on the streets like they do in the United States. They have a lot of garbage everywhere on the streets. You can see this tiny cars. They have this super small cars. Yes, but we are looking the Aleution Islands. So that's Tokyo. Tokyo Bay here. And we have another airport, but I have to turn the view again. North. Narita Airport is here. Another big international airport. You can find all this in Microsoft Flight Simulator. And they got a lot of island this direction. They have a lot of Japanese island this down here. All the way far away, they have islands there. If you can find it like this. But these islands are in the Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is Japan too. There's Ibura Gym. That's a famous island from the Second World War. North Iwo Jima. They have a famous photo from the Second World War. Some American flag they are raising. Some American soldiers are raising a flag on a hill on Iwo Jima. But that's north. That's maybe next islands. North Iwo Jima. That's Iwo Jima. $1 million hole. Historic landmarks. Could be something to do with the Second World War. Shipwreck cluster. Historic landmarks. Reunion monuments. Yes, American Memorial, Iwo Jima. But I'm not read about it in a week, but that's a Japanese island. You can fly from Tokyo to here. Iwo Jima. So that's far away from Tokyo there. But this island are part of the Tokyo County. So that's part of a volcano ring. Oh, marina. Yes, I think that's Marina Grave. That's the world deepest, like 30,000 feet. World deepest trench. You can see this ring of fire, you call it. This volcano island. That's the Kuril Island there. Kamchatka, then Aleution Island is there. Aleution Island is there. And the Bering Sea and North Pacific. That's a duck. We was looking this. Umak Islands, a lot of islands there. Yes, that's the city there, duck, with this, a duck, yes, a duck bar. We was looking this, a duck bar. So what I was saying, nobody, Kodiak Islands, little Tanaka Islands. I think there's nobody here. No, so many Americans never been here. They will never come here. Great Siskin, Chugul Islands, Tagalog Islands. A lot of islands. Kasatochi Islands. So United States is more than Los Angeles, so this is United States too. What's that? Liberator. Could be a aircraft from Second World War. They have emergency landing. Probably you can see it. You can see it on the map. I cannot do that because